before we even get started with this quick little recap, class ends tonight at 10 p.m. sharp. I cannot open the assignments for you. I can't even open the class. Matter of fact, they don't even let me back in the class. That's something after midnight I can't even get back in the class. So it's not just you. All right. So we have to be done with everything that we're turning in as soon as possible. My friends, check your grades. Check your grades. Everyone should do the final, but if you know that your grades are a little bit behind, you definitely should do the final. Do not miss that final. Turn in your final project. I don't care if you didn't do part two, make sure you do part three. It will be impossible to pass this class unless you've done everything else without doing the final and doing that final project. Please, 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 I beg you, I beg you. If you have something that you owed me from week 4 and you did not turn it in on yesterday like you're supposed to, you can't turn it in now, but you can go in the comments and post it and let me know. Let me know. And if you do, because I cannot, if you do not let me know, then that 0 will stand, right? You need to let me know so I can go back and look at it. Other than that, you guys, most of your grades are already in, unless there's 1 or 2 assignments that haven't been graded yet. So most of you should know where you are. So please, 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 final push, you guys. Let's finish strong. You've been going at this for 4 weeks. You may as well finish strong. All right. So let's do a quick little recap. Where are we? Well, we know when we started this course that the career planning process was going to be something that needed to be top of mind. Even though we didn't spend the entire class talking about the career plan, everything that we've done has been what? To support your career plan. By now, you should know that it is up to you to be successful. Nobody else is going to be successful. Getting this degree is not going to help you be successful. You need to make a plan and work that plan in order to ensure your success. What did we do? We gave you some tools, right? One tool we said that you could use to put in your toolkit, it is informational interviewing. What is informational interviewing? It is networking, going out and talking to people, letting them know what you're trying to do, getting their feedback. So if you need to tweak your career plan, you can. Maybe it may help you find a new role or whatever it is. But if you don't ask, you don't get. If you do not talk to people, they cannot help you. Please continue to do those informational interviewing. All you're doing, back in the day, we used to call it picking someone's brain. You're just picking someone's brain to get their feedback, to get to, some insight into whatever. Maybe it's someone that already runs a business. Maybe it's someone that's already been in your industry for a long period of time. Maybe they're not even in your industry, but they've been in leadership. They've ran their business for a long time. Pick their brain. One thing people love to do is talk. Let me tell you, if you don't believe me, go ask one of your uncles, your daddy, your grandfather, your aunt. Am I not telling the truth? They love to give you advice. That's one thing people love to do. So do not be afraid to ask people for advice, whether they're part of your family or not. Something else that we told you to keep in your toolkit is making sure you pay attention to resume keywords. They're basically telling you what they want. Don't give them what they don't want. If they're telling you, if you're in the VA program and they want you to learn how to run catheters and restrain animals and do basic computer work, don't tell them how great of a customer service person you was at Target. That is not relevant, right? Tell the people what they want to hear. They are telling you what they want, so you basically need to regurgitate back to them that you have what they want. That is, they want what they want to know. Do not sell yourself short because you just don't take the time to do that. Like we've said, they're using those ATS systems, guys. So whether you like it or not, if you don't do it, some computer is going to kick you out of the running. So you're going to fail before you even start. So please do not skip out on doing those keywords. At the end of the day, it is up to you to build your brand. It is up to you to tell people what your brand is. Start to talk about your brand. Start to talk about what you are. What does that mean? Yeah, you can take your brand statement that we've done, but introducing yourself as such. An introduction goes a long way. It sets people's expectations of how they should engage with you, right? Somebody walks up to you and say, "Hi, I'm Professor Taylor. Hi, I'm Dr. Taylor." Right away, you already know sort of who you're dealing with, right? I haven't said much. All I said was, "I'm Professor Taylor. I'm Dr. Taylor." Right away, like, "Oh, okay, well, this person is probably on this type of level. Let me, adjust myself so I can engage properly. Not that you need to go up or down, but just engage properly. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to introduce yourself so people get to know who you are and what you're about, and so they can engage with you accordingly. Build your brand. Remember that brand is a statement that you can use on a lot of different places. Your cover letters, your Indeed, I mean, not your Indeed, your LinkedIn accounts, your other social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're going to build your professional page, use those brand statements. What else did we learn? We learned about interviewing. Honestly speaking, give me a thumbs up if you feel better about interviewing. Maybe you still have the jitters. Good. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Y'all making me feel good. Y'all know, like, yeah, just give her a thumbs up. Y'all know whether you mean it or not, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Um, because knowing how to interview is half the battle. Because what are you doing, right? You know what you're really doing? You're making somebody else feel confident in the decision that they've made to hire you. I don't know if anybody has ever been a salesperson before, which I was for a very brief time and I hated it. But one thing that they've always said was people want to buy from you, people want to believe you. They just want you to give them a reason to. Isn't that something? And I used to be like, man, why do I got to convince you to convince me to convince you to get something that you already want, right? I didn't understand it years ago, but it kind of makes sense, right? So if they've invited you to the table to interview, clearly they're interested in you. Now they just want you to convince them that they've made the right decision. Sell yourself, not in the, you know, cheesy salesperson kind of way, but be confident in who you are and tell somebody what you're about and what you have to offer. That's all you can do, right? If it's not right for them, then oh well, but you've done your best. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get with it. And trust me, you'll be telling your story for many, many years to come, right? Now, yes, we want you online. We do want you online. You have to have an online presence. If you're not, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot. We saw those statistics. What did they say? They said that 70% of jobs are done by networking and 87% of recruiters are using online systems from, the rest of the jobs that they did not fill. So basically, the top 70% is gone, and then 87% of the 30% is online. Y'all caught that math, right? So it's very important for you to do what? Be online as well. Build your presence, let people come to know you. If you have a LinkedIn account and then you want to also build a little Instagram platform because you want to be the guy that people go to about everything that's going on in the electrical field, maybe you have a natural gift for just really or a natural talent, or you're just, very interested in what is going on in your industry, in the electrical industry or the HVAC industry or the welding industry, and you want to be that subject matter expert, or you just like to post things. Put your social media platform on your cover letter or on your resume or on your LinkedIn so people can click on it and they can see what you're all about. Just think about how that will make you stand out, right? They're going to look at you not just as someone who has a degree or someone that has a diploma or someone that has experience, but they're going to look at you as a seasoned career person, right? Because you are not just talking the talk, but you're walking the walk. So don't be shy to do that. Obviously, you want to do what? You want to be careful when you have an online presence because we do know that there are some bad actors and you want to be prudent about it. But please, my friends, get online. Like I said previously, Networking is going to be key. Using your informational networking tools, being online, but also going to events, being part of alumni associations, whatever you need to do. There's a lot of online tools that you can use to network. LinkedIn has a whole bunch of them. They're always having, hey, we're having this session or this whatever, this webinar, whatever. Don't be afraid to go to those things if you have time. It's not just for you to get information, it's also for you to get to know people, right? You can have the guy that lives down the street from you, who's also in HVAC, but you didn't even know that. And you guys meet online, and now there you go. You have a contact. So do not be afraid to do that and get out there and meet people. Done. All right, my friends, before we get into the participation question, do you guys have any questions for me?
When we finish this last class,
Book?
when we what do we how do we know we finished? Do the class just close or uh,
How do you know you've finished what?
the class? Like when we finish everything,
Why don't you
because you said
check your
last week.
grades? You don't check your grades. Remember how I showed you how to check your grades?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
go
I
to your
checked the grade. I mean, I'm gonna just tell you it's like something else. We have to do something else or something
No, no,
other
I
stuff.
mean when class is over. You'll get your final grade in your student portal probably on Saturday, and if you have another class, you'll get started on Tuesday. Remember, Monday is a holiday, so there's no class. And if you're graduating, you'll be hearing from your student support. But as far as this class goes, all grades will be in by midnight. I'll turn them in tomorrow. But you can keep checking the grades up until midnight. You can't post anything past 10, but you can check your grades up until midnight. I'll definitely be done before midnight, but if you want to see where you are. But if not, they'll
That's the
post
last
you.
thing I gotta do, so I ain't gotta do nothing else.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. Tell the people for the people in the back. Get it done. Y'all heard him. Get it done. That's right. That's what I want to hear. The last thing I have to do. All right. Some of y'all have already done very, very well. So pop your collars. Rest of us, let me let you guys go so you can get it done. Get it done. Okay, my friends. Thank you so much. You guys have been great. It's been a pleasure teaching you. Hopefully, maybe I'll see you guys around one day. I'll bump into somebody at the Orlando campus. Sorry, guys, I'm not going to down south, but you never know. All right, my friends. The question is on the screen. The question for today says, name one takeaway from the course and how you feel it will enhance your career goals. I saw somebody jump off. Hopefully they've like, oh, I forgot my question. Name one takeaway from the course and how you feel it will enhance your career goals. All right, if you don't have any other questions for me, it's been a pleasure. You guys take care. I'm here if you need me. Y'all have my number.